everything was so bad in 08, 09. And
Yeah.
I remember applying for jobs in that
Oh,
in
yeah.
that period of time.
Yep.
And it was like you couldn't find a job.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that definitely contributed to kind of the confidence, because no one, like, you just couldn't get a job. I almost feel like I've heard more about inflation. I've heard more about everyone's craze about the economy now maybe than I did in the years after, like, 08 and 09. Obviously, 08 and 09, it was everywhere. But then kind of in those years afterwards, people felt it, but it wasn't in the news every day. It wasn't in the news every day. But yet, based on your baseline there, we feel better about it today than we did in those years afterwards.
Yeah. It's super interesting how much inflation has been a product, or has had an effect on people's sense of the economy. I think this shows it just hard to disentangle it with what people think of. They're not balancing wage growth and inflation. People aren't really thinking about that. And they're not thinking about, well, the rate of inflation's down. They're looking for price drops. They're not looking for inflation drops. They're looking for the prices to go down. And like that disappointment, that's hard to quash.
It's